Welcome back, friends. This is Gone Gaming here, and today we're going to cover the best stores. I'm going to talk to you guys about what to buy, what not to buy with free-to-play currency. So, this week just paid out for me. This video will go up in the next day or two. I'm trying to meter out my videos to one per day, so I'm not bombarding you guys with info. If you want more, though, let me know. If there's something you want to see or you have specific requests, also let me know. All right, with that out of the way, let's jump to a couple of things. Number one, make sure you're doing your activity logs. This is not strictly related, but these give you some of the currency that you need to accomplish some of the things. The next thing is do your challenges. Those also give you some of the currencies, and you saw I had red tickers there, so that's why I'm clicking on those. So first thing is first. Don't go spending all your money in one place. But here, these are like the things you can't get anywhere else in the game. So I'm covering these first because I think these are some of like the worst ROI for you to spend. So particularly Savage Shadowland and the Infinity War, you can't get anywhere else. You have to buy them here. And this will tell you the drop rates. You have an 87.76% chance of getting one of these drops, and you can get one of the regional pieces from these. I don't know if those stats are lower. So New Stark City helmet is 0.03. Yeah, so it is like a whole percentage point lower to get one of those. And that's also for end game pieces. And Savage Shadowland pieces as well. So these are like the only places you can get them. Clearly the drop rates are utterly horrible. You have like a better chance of getting a 5-star piece than you do of getting one of the ones that you want. So if you're trying to build a specific armor, if you added all of these together, you might get a slightly higher rate for the origin pieces and the inaccessible pieces, but I kind of doubt it. Omega cards are pretty similar. Oh, and then when these show up, just following my own advice, make sure to go do those. I already did my 2 for the day, so I'm not farming per se. I'm just trying to get progress. Omega cards. So there's like a card for each of the heroes that's only available by doing these draws. I do think if you're going to pull anything with crystals, this is probably the thing to get, because you can't get these anywhere else, and Omega cards are usable by any character. So if somebody ends up getting balanced or nerfed into oblivion and you love playing them but you can't play them anymore, that they're going to be a good way to go ahead and get that value back. We just got to make sure to tag him here. I'm not going for like top 10, so other people hopefully do the work for me, and I just will get the most wanted progress, because that's going to take 8 eternities to get. All right, we died. That didn't take very long. Okay, so that's those ones. Dimension boxes, you get tickets for these for free by accomplishing stuff and by doing well in the seasonals. These training manuals are probably a good drop from these. The cores are pretty terrible, to be honest. If you could get a 5-star core, that'd be awesome, because they are super hard to get. Otherwise, some math I saw from one of the other people in my alliance, shout out to Sniper, it was that in order to get a 5-star, you have to level up, I think, 536,000 level 1 cores. That's because when you make a 3-star, it's a 70% drop rate. When you make a 4-star, it's a 50% drop rate. When you make a 5-star, it's a 10% drop rate. Oh, sorry, it's the 6 stars that are, or maybe there's not even a 6-star. Maybe that's for the other thing, but anyway, it takes a ton of them. I think for the 5-star is like on average 2,000 single pieces. So I'll just keep that in mind. They are pretty rare, pretty hard to get. And the dimension boxes are not great. I don't know what this Omega point currency is going to be used for, but can be exchanged for special item in the future. I wish they would hire a copywriter, because this can be exchanged for a special item in the future, or special items in the future. But it's incorrect grammar to have it like that. Anyway, that's just me going off. These Omega cards you're seeing here, if you've watched Darth Micro's channel, you'll know that this is a thing. But if you just click on these and read, the percentage drop of getting one of these is so low, and you can only get it in the 4 or 5s, so you're already working out of like a 12% drop rate anyway. You can't get that in the 3 stars. So and then within that 12%, you know, this is the accumulated rate within this, like your total drop rate chance. So it's not like a 0.05% chance within the 10. It's just with that chance right there. So now you know that. Yeah, so that's those. The perks, you know, I do hear some people recommending not buying any of these if you're going to spend money. I'm not a spender, so I can't kind of verify any of this with my own money, but I would certainly never buy this space armor costume bundle. And the Omega Xander's number 2 is trash, so I wouldn't do that one. Alliance loyalty is not super helpful. Just grind it out with everybody else. So not a ton there. And then these break it down by costumes, cards, and you can see these are what all the crystals buy for you. So I'm at $17.95 right now. Again, I'm probably going to be spending mine on Omega cards just because those are transferable between any of the characters that you play with, and they are the best end game content in my opinion. Note though, when you do pull a full 4-star, this is the same advice I've given before. The specialty is going to be set to the character that pulled it. So, you know, just make sure it's on the account that you care about having that card for. Alright, so now the parts of the stores that you should really care about. The token store is really helpful. I've already bought all of the Convergium I could. Yay, I did so much work on that. Thank you, Puke Light, for doing all the work for me. And then, but these are, these ones I've already bought. I think these ones are really worthwhile. Synchronized Particle, I don't think that the value is there because the goods that you're pulling from Synchronized Particle typically are even less than this 50 Convergium as an example. Like the odds of you pulling 25 Convergium are pretty high, or just like 50k gold are really high. So I would suggest putting it into these other resources that you can use to farm armor that you want. Omega War has a really good drop here. This 3 to 5 Omega card box is actually really quite good. Pim's Research Logs is good for squad ranking, getting value for all of your members, so that can be helpful. But I do think the Omega card box is what you should be trying to buy as much as possible. Do not buy this region costume material selection. I covered this in another video, and I put it in the comment down below because it's not accurate. I will describe this in a moment, but don't buy that here. Dimensional Duel, I spent some of mine already on a 3 to 5 core box. I do think that that's the best thing you can buy here. If you are super tight for squad ranking, you're trying to get to level 100, and you're not to squad rank 52 or 55 yet, depending on which threshold you're really pushing for, you can spend it here, but I think you should start an alt and do an alt. I think that's a better way of doing it. Just do it while you are doing chores. Just let it go on auto. And then these are the charges. This is mostly like you can buy gold with crystals and you can spend real money to get more crystals. So no great offers here in my opinion. I think this is a lot of, as a mobile gamer would say, anchor pricing. It's not just what he would say. It's something they teach you in business school. Yeah, anyway, they're just trying to set an expectation for you, so that whenever you come into the game and you see something that's less than this, like half this price, you think to yourself, oh wow, that's a great deal. But like this, 2 Omega supply boxes and 1.5 million gold for 1,000 cores is pretty trash. Alright, so there's that. I think if you want the end game costume, which I know a lot of people really do want, sadly the $45 offer is pretty much the best way to get it. I think over time these will probably be accessible at other things, but you'll notice here this is giving you Alliance loyalty, which caused me to wonder, well, how good is the Alliance store? And I saved the best for last, but the Alliance store is very much the best. So I'm in a Sigma Alpha flight. We're level 4. Looks like we have 2 new spots, so apply, boys. But we have been working on our Alliance missions, which really helps to level up your Alliance. You want to be getting these XP, and then these Alliance currency is helpful as well for your Alliance leaders to spend on the lab in order to get increased accuracy, stamina recovery increase, ultimate skill gauge recovery, and critical damage for what we've invested in. I'm personally a huge fan of self-recovery. Dodge, I think, really is character specific, mostly to Spider-Man. But anyway, there's that. And then Alliance loyalty, every 100,000 whatevers, you're going to get, I think this is like 1 million gold that's donated or something like that. Oh no, it's your loyalty. Sorry, that's your tokens. These Alliance loyalty will help buy you one of these loyalty boxes. I don't know that there's anything super great in here. It looks like you can just get like a random drop of a common card. I don't even think any of these are rares, so not super worth stressing out about to get one of these. And then cores are there. The legendary loyalty box will give you hopefully a 4-star, but more likely a 3-star. And then the final one has a chance of dropping you one of these 5-star cores, which again are super rare and hard to get, so that would be a worthwhile thing. But again, still all common cards, so it's just basically giving you fodder to crunch other cards with. Although there are some rares, I guess, lower down. So, which I just got this MODOK Assassin card, so some of these are actually pretty good in here. So just keep that in mind. But last but not least, the Alliance shop is actually really good, and I'm gonna buy the rest of this stuff because you can only buy it once per day or per week, depending on what it is. But I've been doing AFK farms, which is really helpful. But for 7,500 gold, you can buy 20 of the pieces. So I'm just gonna buy one right now to show you. It'll give me a selector box, which we'll get to in a minute. But like shattered convergium for 5,000, sweet deal. Stark's blueprint, 100 of these for 100,000, awesome deal. Potential box report for 50 for 100,000, great deal. It just really is the best shop. And then later on, you're gonna see here per week I can get these radiant anti-convergiums, high grade training manuals I'm able to get, and 100,000 is quite a bit, but once you get the end game, you'll get a ton of gold, and it's really not as bad of a crunch as you think that it will be. Especially if you're doing AFK farming, you can just get a lot of gold from crunching the extra badges and from the passive kills on ads. So certainly worth doing. Speaking of which, I should have been doing this while we were talking. But for me, that shop is the best one. That's the one you want to go to the most often. And here you just see, like, I get just so many things that I just bought for a couple 100,000 gold. I'm still at 877,000, so I'm certainly not crunched on it. I spend way more gold trying to pull good gear, which inevitably rarely is, and that I spend forever trying to upgrade. Like, I haven't even gotten anything up to a 5-star yet. I've just barely built everything to 4 stars. So that's been depressing. And I have yet to pull a single regional gear piece, and I am constantly farming it. So, but here you're seeing I get any of these ones, and I was doing New Stark because I felt like Ultimate was good, but then I was watching Mobile Gamer's video and realized that the breakdown is different per character, and I was looking in depth on Spider-Man, I think, and I didn't really like the breakdown for him. So there you see I got all of the anti-convergium for my specializations. Video on that should already be out, or if not, it'll be out very soon. And then I got all these potential reports as well, a bunch here. Super great. I just able to pump up my armor and get a 1% flat boost to debuff resistance. Super villain damage decrease will be next. So just, for me, I feel like that's just such great return on investment. One of the best things that you can spend money on in the game right now. And it's not really easy to see because you go to your shop, you go to tokens, and you're spending your ally tokens here, your friendship tokens, but you're not seeing that alliance store right there. You do really need to go into your alliance store page and see that in order to get full value. So looks like I flew way away from this. Hopefully we can get back to this in time. These yellow quests are always worthwhile in Midgardia on. It's like from Midgardia and in Sakar, they give so much gold and experience. So this is a great way to farm gold. Just do the yellow quests, and you get these every time you replay as a different character. And I think some of them even happen just like refresh every week even. Because when I've gone back to some former levels, I have gotten them to drop again. So that's cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was like worthwhile information for you. If you have thoughts or ideas, let me know. Here you saw this fractured anti-convergium. I can now upgrade this last green piece. I'm just waiting on a few more reds here. But I can't upgrade this one, so I'm going to. And I'm not close to any yellows. This is actually a decent one, PvP damage increase. So, and I do have some green saved up, so I actually will probably save that. I feel like critical damage decrease is like helpful, but not super helpful. So I would rather spend it on PvP flat damage increase because that really is so valuable. Let me know what you guys are doing though. If you have something you're working on, let me know. Until next time though, good luck out there. Keep on gaming and let everyone know that you're loving it. Talk to you later. Bye.